Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. On behalf of Pakistan Red Crescent Society National Headquarters, once again I would like to welcome the Honorable Chairman Sardar Abaid Ullah, our esteemed guests, former Minister Balochistan, Marisa, for your dedicated time for this event. Our esteemed board members, our partners at PRCS and all the national societies, colleagues from the youth forum, our participation from the National Assembly members, so thank you for coming, and our committed volunteers and dedicated staff. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. I would say this is more than an inauguration, also a time for collective celebration, in a sense, in a way, that how we efficiently managed and handled the Gwadar response situation, as everybody is witnessed. And again, under the supreme and dynamic and proactive leadership of our chairman, Shahid Ahmed Al-Ari, I must acknowledge that how I witnessed, we responded to that situation, though we were into the rehabilitation recovery phase of the floods 2022, but at the same time, we have been dealing with unfortunate disasters in the country in parallel, concurrently, not only with support of the partners, but also a dedicated and proactive and efficient support of our volunteers, staff, and respective branch members and their governance and their management. So I would say this ceremony and this get together would be an inauguration, and more than that, a celebration for our collective and concentrative efforts. So in the next few minutes, I would just run down a few slides just to recall how we did respond to that situation when we had this unfortunate calamity hit in fact in Gwadar districts. So we'll continue with my presentation. So this is the fact sheet basically, and you can see on 27th February we had this medium to high flooding in our own intensity language, how we speak in Red Cross movement. And local location was the disaster, it was district Gwadar, but this has different parts, Turbat division in Balochistan as well. So fortunately we were not had much fatalities, only 5 deaths at that time, and injured 105 people, and affecting 70,000 people, comprising 10,000 households. And the stats for the house damages was 2,630, that was both partially and completely house damage. And under this, Gwadar is part, as you all know, those who are not aware, that is part of the Makan region, which consists of the 3 districts, that is Panjul, Kach, that is Turbat and Gwadar. And again, it was, the alarming thing you can see is 183 millimeter rains that was recorded as per the record on that particular day. And that's why that has been claimed and declared calamity hit area on 28th of February. And that was the foundation for us to further take this case to our movement partners and present them. This is acknowledged by the respective government authorities, and we can also see in our next documentary how it was highlighted in the media as well. So what was the response of the government at that time? Yes, obviously the government is the prime responsible organization to respond to any calamity area, and they responded, and the DC Gwadar have visited the area, location and all that, and they have started the evacuation of the people surrendered there in the water, and PDM immediately also started the dewatering whatever resources and available machinery they had at that time, but at the same time they have requested the organizations around them, other stakeholders, including Pakistan Red Crescent Society, one of the main stakeholders, to support them not only in the dewatering, but also through volunteers in the evacuation of the people to the safe places. And PDMA dispatch, because we were in coordination with them. Our branch was coordination with them. On the very first day, when we have the direction from our chairman, we have deployed people, but initial responder was our branch of volunteers. They were starting the coordination with this respective PDMA. They said we have enough NFI resources, we don't be needing any kind of non-food items. So we have, but what we have supported them, with our volunteers available in the community in mobilization of these tents and whatever NFIs they have distributed by themselves. So our response, this is the nutshell summary. Yes, we have briefed our movement partners on the situation. We updated IFRC information platform, that is the platform we have to update on the digital website, so everybody in the world can witness what's been happening in Pakistan, in particular disasters, and also emergency response team was updated our control, start taking the details from this damage and lost data from the respective provincial branches as well, and coordination with the government, because we do not do things in isolation or standalone mode. We do things in coordination and consultation to supplement the government effort as per our mandate and our executive role. So whatever we do in coordination with the government, PDMA, respective DC authorities, and on the request of that we have deployed 60 watering pumps in the areas Sarbandar to support the ongoing dewatering from that area. So that was the first step after the evacuation, dewatering, to clean the area from the water so that our team can mobilize and can reach to the areas for the next assessment and beneficiary registration and all that. And so coordination is a very important factor to avoid duplication and to avoid redundancy and to chip into the critical gaps as per our mandate and the role of the national society. Yes, we started that assessment from 2nd March based on the assessment and result and the critical needs and the gaps. We developed our plan of action for launching international appeal to our federation. That was the draft disaster response emergency plan. That has a limit, we cannot exceed that limit. So whatever we can do best possible within that limit, that was the best choice. Because the market was conditional, market was functional, supply chains was there. So what we have all together discussed and approved was to give them 3 things. One is to provide them with cash voucher assistance of multiple purpose cash that contains 32,000 rupees, 16,000 each. We cannot provide them as per state bank regulation. We cannot give them instant cash more than 25,000. Then we have split into 2 installation, that is 16,000 each. So that contains multiple cash grant. They can buy anything for their food consumption, whatever. Along this, we have planned to execute 1 month mobile health team to address the health need of those affected by the disasters. And third one is dewatering them. Third one is the deployment of water and sanitation. That is the main thing to give them people with the clean water. We have fortunately capacity developed. We have the water filtration plant that has the different capacities. So we have deployed 2 plants and 1 with support of the federation, and thanks to the QPhone for supporting us timely in deployment of 1 CETA plant. So we have deployed 2 CETA plants there for the consumption of and provision of the clean drinking water. So now we have done the PIR, beneficiary information and registration, completed 4,000 families and mobile health teams. So that was our plan. And I have just mentioned, we launched the international tab 14 March that was approved to provide support 483,000 CHF. So that was our limit. We could go up to maximum. So cash assistance, we are providing 4,000 cash help for 200 pregnant and lactating women. So this is a new development and new assessment because due to certain reasons we could not have continued our operations. So what we could do in replacement of mobile health team, we did in consultation again with the respective government and the community needs. So we find out 200 families, women who are pregnant. So how we can support them in pre and postnatal care and nutrition needs. So we provided them, we will provide inshallah 200 families and additional cash for 32,000 families to address their specific needs. And deporting, I have mentioned, wash 24, 5,000. These are the number of people. The protection, gender inclusion, and the community engagement and equality are cross-cutting things that goes side by side in all our programs and our interventions. So, yes, as unfortunately we could not continue, the situation was not favorable. Staff security and voluntary security is foremost for us. That is the first priority. So authorities have stopped us not to intervene, just to hold on for a while, see the situation. So as soon we are in a normal state, we can continue our operation. So this is time, Alhamdulillah, we are now here and continue our rest part of the draft operation and our response operation, and because it has a time limit, we have to conclude it by 30th June. So we wanted to have this gathering in Gwadar, but again, that is most recommended to have it here in presence of yourself. The ultimate purpose to give the relief to the people, that is our prime responsibility and priority. So now we are resuming with this inauguration. Inshallah, we'll see afterwards. We have certain activities how we will link with this cash disbursement process and grace of the Chairman as well. So, yes, we have resumed water filtration again after 38 days stop, and now. So thank you for your patience listening. I have you documenting. We have tried to document what we have responded for your. I hope you will also see and witness what I have said in a documentary form.